Alright guys, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on how I fixed the air vent fin thing here. This little piece on the inside here came off while I was trying to put a smartphone air vent clip thing on. The little piece here that controls the that attaches all 5 fins together, it just popped off, and I tried to fix it from the front side, but I was unable to do that, so I ended up taking the whole vent assembly off here and put the fin attachment piece back on. As you can see, it is here. Since I've already done it, I'm just going to go back in reverse motion on how I did that, and hopefully you can do it yourself. So going in reverse order from what I did, the last thing I did was take off this piece of plastic here that directs the air back down into the dashboard. As you can see on the right hand side here, it's attached here, and the left I had taken it off. To take it off, there's these little plastic clips here that you can just push in with a flathead screwdriver. There's 2 on each side of the vent here, and you can use a little guitar pick or a piece of plastic pry bar, whatever you have, to pop that off. As you can see, I popped that piece back on. The clips are all engaged here. There was a solid click when I put it back on, so I'm pretty confident that it's in there securely. The other thing you have to worry about here is the airflow adjustment thing here. There's a little arm. If you can see the little arm here that I took off here, it just pops right into the this gray piece pops into the little ball and socket joint here. I'll just pop that in here for you to see. As you can see, it's just a ball and socket type joint. I just popped it out using my fingers. I'm just gonna try and push it back in here using my fingers as well. Yeah, solid click, it goes in. Everything, just make sure everything's working well on the adjustments still, and you should be good to go. The next step here is to just put the plastic cover back on here and put the whole assembly back into the dashboard. As you can see, the passenger airbag little piece there, it has to go back in, and this other piece here, it also has to go back in. These things just popped out with, I just used guitar picks. If you have a pry bar, that's better, but they just have 2 little clips on the top and bottom side of each piece here. The passenger airbag was quite a bit harder to get off. I did manage to get it off though using just guitar picks, so you shouldn't have too much trouble. If you work from the bottom right hand corner of the rectangle here, it should give you a better chance. So this whole piece, this should just slide back in. Just make sure your wires aren't catching on anything, and just make sure all the clips, there's clips on the edge of it going around. They're metal clips, so you shouldn't have any issues there breaking them or anything. They just push right in. So I'll just try and do that here. So I'm just working it in here. I just pushed the clips in with my fingers along the side, and I needed 2 hands, so I had to stop recording, but just give it a firm push on both sides, and the top and bottom. Make sure it's in there properly and not loose, and yeah, just make sure there's no loose pieces and all the clips went in securely. Then we can proceed to putting the 2 screws back in. There's 2 screws that go on the left and right hand side of these little holes here. Screwdriver I used to take these off is a T20. It's a T20 screwdriver. Not much to be said here. I'm just going to run those back in. These other little pieces here, they just push right in. Just make sure you have the clips properly in there, and make sure it goes in securely. Same thing on this one. Make sure your screws are secured and tight, and then you can just push those back in, and you're back to brand new.